My friends everywhere, I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to encourage us by leaving a like or a comment, and let us know where you're watching from. Love you all!
At one of the colleges, our hero stepped out of his car with an air of authority, his sunglasses impeccably put on. As soon as he stepped out, all eyes turned to him from every direction, but he calmly said to himself with a resolute air,
"Why are you looking at me like that?"
He entered the lecture hall. It was the new professor.
"I'm Dr. Daniel, new here. I hope I'll be easy on you, and as I'll try to be, I hope you'll be easy on me too, so we can get through this year smoothly. Any mixing between males and females is prohibited during my lectures, outside of them. Consider this day off. I won't be teaching anything today."
He sat down, took out his book, and began reciting the Quran quietly. The students were divided. Some were moved. Others didn't pay attention, except for one girl who had been watching him since he entered. One of her classmates asked her, "What's wrong? Why are you staring at the new professor as if you're seeing him for the first time in your life?" "I'm not really paying attention to anyone, but I feel like I know this professor." "Never mind that. The important thing is that you're about to reach 500,000 followers on social media, and yet you haven't been posting anything lately. Focus on this, and by the end of the year, you'll have 1,000,000 followers and become famous." "God willing, Rose, but I'm scared." "What are you afraid of? I'm with you. Don't be afraid of anything. Didn't I tell you I'm always by your side?" Sarah held her hand lovingly and said, "May God never deprive me of you, my dearest friend. May God preserve our friendship, Sarah." Sarah smiled. That evening, inside Sarah's apartment, she was scrolling through social media when her brother, Ryan, entered.
"How are your studies going?"
"I'm so stressed, and the exams are approaching."
"May God help you. I wanted to talk to you about something important."
"Come in."
"A friend of mine will be staying with us for 2 days because of some problems at his apartment."
"Okay, so what's the problem?"
"I'm just telling you to stay in your room and not leave it while he's here."
"What? This is like being imprisoned. It's not enough that I'm locked up all day, but you're locking me up even more because of your friend?"
"Keep your voice down. He'll only come at night to sleep and leave in the morning. He won't see you, and you won't see him."
"And what if we happen to see each other?"
"You will not leave your room except to go to the bathroom, and before that you must call me. If I say it is safe, you may leave. Otherwise, you stay where you are."
"This isn't living anymore, Ryan."
"He is my lifelong friend, like a brother to me. It is impossible that he would look at you inappropriately. Besides, I care about you more than myself, my sister, so be sure of that. Go and study well."
"Okay, Ryan." He smiled at her and left. As for Sarah, after making sure he had gone into his room, she put on her hijab in a way that revealed some of her hair and started a live broadcast. On one of the social media platforms, during the broadcast, she received a message: "I will send you a large sum of money if you take off your hijab." Her face changed color, but she nervously removed her hijab, and he indeed sent it. After a while, she ended the broadcast, afraid that someone her brother knew, or even he himself, might have seen her. She said to herself anxiously, "What have I done? Oh God, forgive me. Please, God, protect me." She tried to sleep, but her anxiety kept her awake. The next day, Daniel entered the lecture hall and began explaining. Another student, named Amina, sat next to Sarah and whispered to her, "Yesterday's broadcast could get you into serious trouble. Don't follow Rose and don't trust people who might lead you astray." Before Sarah could reply, Daniel's angry voice interrupted them.
"The 2 girls in the back, get out immediately."
"Oh my God, how did we notice?"
"Did you hear me? Out!"
Sarah and her friend left. Did you see? If you hadn't spoken, we would have stayed in the lecture. I'm just advising you, wake up before it's too late." She left her and went away. Sarah sat on the college steps scrolling on her phone. After the lecture, Daniel approached her. "Peace be upon you, doctor."
I'm fine, thank God. But please don't let this happen again, or I will call your guardian and prevent you from attending lectures for a month.
Then he left her, and Sarah smiled without realizing it. That evening, she heard a young man's voice in the hall and realized it was her brother's friend.
Welcome, Daniel. I missed you, my friend. And I missed you too, Ryan. How are you? I'm fine, thank God. Come with me so you can rest in your room for a while and get some sleep.
And indeed, Daniel moved and entered the room. Meanwhile, in Sarah's room, she sat on her bed talking to Rose on the phone. "Girl, what did you do yesterday? You set the live stream on fire when you took off your hijab. Please, just be quiet. Don't remind me. Every time I remember what happened, I feel so defeated and ashamed of myself, and I'm terrified my brother will find out. No one forced you. You did it willingly. Money has blinded you. I deeply regret what I did." Regret after it's too late? This isn't the time for regrets. This is the time for fame. Focus on your future on social media. Why don't you advise me? Why do you always put me down? Did I do something to you to deserve this? I didn't do anything to you. I'm going to hang up now. My head hurts. I'll take some medicine and go to sleep. Good night. Good night to you too. Sarah hung up the phone and started scrolling through social media. She saw a video of a young boy and girl, and it reminded her of something that had happened years ago when Ryan was tired and had said to his friend Daniel, "Please, Daniel, could you pick up my sister from school? I'm sick and can't go." "I hope you feel better, my friend. Do you mean the school I went to with you before?" "Yes, I'm sorry to trouble you." "It's no trouble at all, my friend." Ryan smiled with genuine gratitude. A little while later, Daniel arrived at the school and spotted Sarah. He went up to her and she asked in a childlike voice, "Where's my brother Ryan? Why didn't he come?" "He's a little tired, and I'm the same for you, just like your brother. Let's go." "You'll never be my brother." "Okay, but I'll always be your brother, little one." She glared at him with childish annoyance and walked silently with him the whole way. Back to the present. The next morning, Sarah woke up early as usual to go to university. At the same time, Daniel woke up, still half asleep. Daniel left his room, heading for the bathroom, but mistakenly entered Sarah's room. At that moment, Sarah had finished getting ready and was hastily adjusting her hijab when she suddenly found him standing there. "What are you doing in my room? Get out right now. Isn't it enough that my brother invited you in, but you have to go into his sister's room too? Shame on you."
I swear, miss, I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. If my presence bothers you, I'll leave immediately.
Sarah looked at him intently, then her eyes widened in surprise. "Dr. Daniel? You're my brother's colleague?"
Yes, it's me.
"It's all right, doctor. I believed you, and I know you didn't mean what you did. I'll leave for the university now." He nodded and left the room, running to the bathroom. Sarah thought to herself, "I wonder, is Daniel a long-time friend of my brother, or is it just a coincidence of names?" She sighed, then took her bag and went downstairs to the university, where she met Rose. They entered the lecture hall together, but she was surprised to find that Daniel had arrived before her.
Anyone who's late again won't be allowed in.
We sat down, and Daniel began explaining. Rose whispered sarcastically, "I don't understand why we're sitting here. We could have skipped class and gone out with guys instead of listening to this boring lecture." "I told you, I don't go out with guys, and I'm not skipping class." Take it easy on me. Has fame made you arrogant? Don't forget that I'm the one who made you famous, and you were nothing but a worthless girl." Sarah froze in shock and said, her voice breaking, "Is that really what you're saying, Rose?" "Yes, I've hated you for a long time, and I wish you harm." "Impossible! You're the closest person to me. Consider me as if I never existed in your life. I'm not honored to be your friend." Then she left her seat and sat far away. Sarah held back her tears. She went home, locked herself in her room, and wept bitterly. Her phone rang. It was Amina. She wiped away her tears and answered, "Hello, Amina? I was sitting near you and heard everything, and you're the one at fault. You know why?" "Why?" "Because you let a bad person into your life. A friend can lead you astray, and she's dragged you down a path that doesn't suit you. Come back before it's too late." "What do you want from me? Leave me alone." "I want what's best for you. Think of the hope in your brother's eyes, and imagine the look of despair if something bad happens to you because of your mistakes. Reconsider your actions, because the end will be painful. I apologize for my behavior, and thank you for your advice. Forgive me, my friend, but remember my words well. Peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. Peace, mercy, and blessings of God." Outside, specifically inside Ryan's room, a conversation was taking place between him and Daniel.
Sit down for a moment, Daniel. What's wrong? Talk to me. I'm leaving and will stay anywhere. I've been a burden to you all. I never had. And you're not leaving this house. My word is my bond, Daniel. I want to marry your sister. It would be an honor, but first I need to ask her opinion. Okay, but... And if she refuses, don't force her into anything. I want her to feel completely at ease. Whatever is best will come to pass. Put your clothes back in the closet, and I'll go talk to her. God willing, she'll agree.
Daniel smiled, and Ryan went to Sarah's room. As soon as he opened the door, he was shocked. Then joy spread across his face. Sarah was praying after a long absence. She finished her prayer. Ryan said, smiling,
"May God accept your prayer, Sarah."
She smiled gently and said, "And you too, God willing."
Daniel has asked for your hand in marriage. What do you think?
Sarah smiled shyly and said, "You know I love Daniel. I agree without hesitation." Ryan laughed and said,
It seems you're completely in love with him. I'll go tell him now.
She fell silent and lowered her head. Ryan rushed out and told Daniel the news. Daniel said with overwhelming joy,
Really? Yes. Get ready to be a groom. God willing, my friend.
Then he continued seriously,
But watch your sister and keep her away from that girl. She's dangerous. You mean Rose? Yes, she's not a good person, and she might hurt Sarah. I've warned her repeatedly, but it's no use. But I'll talk to her again. Try to break it to her gently. And let's stop mentioning her so we don't sin unnecessarily.
A few days later, Daniel and Sarah were engaged in a small ceremony attended by a few close friends and family.
Ryan, you're the one who will put the ring on your sister's finger. She's not my wife yet, and I can't hold her hand right now and put the ring on her finger. You're a fine man.
He put the ring on his sister's finger. Sarah smiled and said, Congratulations, Dr. Daniel. Daniel laughed and said,
Doctor? What? I'm your fiancé now. Call me Daniel.
Okay, Daniel. A few days later, Rose went to Sarah's house and knocked on the door. Sarah opened it and looked at her calmly. She said, Why did you come, Rose? It's all over between us, and if you came to apologize, then I didn't come to apologize, but to gloat. I heard you're going to marry a sheikh. Thank God I got away from you. This sheikh will be my husband in a few months, and I love him and he loves me. I don't wish you well. I don't love you." She said her piece, and Sarah stood up, saddened for her friend whom she had loved. Then she closed the door. Rose went downstairs furious, and as she was crossing the road, a speeding car hit her. Sarah was standing on the balcony, and as soon as she saw the scene, she ran towards her and hugged her tightly. "Forgive me, Sarah. My dearest friend, I forgive you." Rose looked at her one last time. Then her soul departed. "Rose, no!" A year after Rose's death, Sarah refused a wedding ceremony and requested only a simple marriage. Ryan and Amina were also married. Sarah smiled and said, "Remember the day you took me from daycare and I told you that you weren't my brother? I meant this moment."
I love you very much, and I have a surprise for you. Instead of a traditional honeymoon, we're going on Hajj with your brother and his wife.
Tears welled in Sarah's eyes, and she said, "This is the most wonderful news I've ever heard."
And you are the most beautiful thing in my life, Sarah.
2 days later, they were all circumambulating the Kaaba, their hearts at peace and filled with overwhelming joy.